is so nice.
Yippee-ki-yay, what the mother?
Hello there, Boogie.
I'm Boogie.
I'm Breizy.
And last time, we didn't tell you that last episode was episode numero 10.
Was it really?
Yes, it was 10. Double
We're
digits.
double
This
digits?
is 11, baby.
We're 2 whole hands and now an extra finger
2 hands and a little pinky toe.
and a little pinky toe.
Awesome sauce, right? I was like, yeah, boy.
Yippee-ki-yay. Well, I've earned that. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay, what the mother, man.
So how have you been? How's your week been?
Good, busy. You know, there was a field day at my school, so I was out all day yesterday, and I went home and I literally was like so exhausted. It just finally started getting warm out here, so you know.
I know. Sorry, I'm turning off the air conditioning because even though I need it, it's just and nobody needs to hear that.
I don't even hear it. All I heard was a beep, beep.
Yeah, that was me shutting it off.
It's been pretty good. How was your week?
My week has been pretty chaotic. Riley has her 8th grade dance tomorrow. And every day there's something else. Oh, wait. I don't have the shoes. Wait, I need my nails done. Wait. So today it was like run around, get everything, ready for last minute. I am trying to contain my excitement because if I show her that I'm excited, that she wants to wear heels and that she's getting her nails done. Like, not that she has to do all this, but this is not usually who she is. So if I show her any excitement, she'll be like, yeah, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. We're not doing this.
She doesn't want you to be happy for her or excited.
She doesn't want me to, no, I get no, I'm not allowed any enjoyment. So I have to just play it cool. Like, oh, yeah, all right. You want to wear shoes? Sure.
Yeah, I went,
so I can't wait.
I went to Victoria's Secret / Pink with my daughter. And
I'm sorry.
It was so funny because there was a guy there with his wife or girlfriend, I don't know, but he's holding on to like 5 pairs of underwear while she's looking at underwear. And the guy looks fucking miserable. And I look over at him like, that's hilarious. Like he's holding on to her underwear. He has like another bag of her crap and she's going through the underwear and like passing him underwear and he's collecting. And then she has him looking for sizes for her. And I'm like, that's a good guy right there. But the poor guy looked like he was like, shoot me in the head, please.
No, that's a broken man. That is what that is. That is a broken,
like, wow.
Broken man.
And then my daughter, out of nowhere is like, oh, Mom, have you ever worn, a thong? I have worn a thong.
And then you all of a sudden started hearing thong, dun, dun, dun. Oh, was this your first go at like Victoria's Secret with her?
No, it was second time, but we didn't talk about thong. And I'm like, wow, I don't really wear thongs anymore. I don't know about you, but I remember
was that? Huh? I don't know about you, crickets. We'll get into that in a moment. I used to
wear them in my 20s a lot more often. Because I wore things a lot tighter and you didn't want to see the underwear line. And I'm like, how did I wear them without just freaking feeling like I had a permanent wedgie? But I know. But I wore them and I rocked them and I had some cute ones. But I also had a smaller body back then too. So maybe my ass cheeks were like, all right, whatever. Now they're like, what? What is this? What's going on back there?
So you're like, are we full coverage like granny panty?
No, come on. Granny panty. Come on.
Oh, there's a middle ground.
I'm still a little sexy.
A little sexy French cut, high-waisted
I like
French
little
cut.
cheekies. The cheekers or whatever they call them. Little bit of the bottom of the butt cheeks.
A little peekaboo.
And the ones that are the no-show stitch.
Oh.
Those are good.
Yeah. So are we investing in our underwear?
I like good underwear. Okay, I'm not buying the ones that come in a plastic wrap, with the cardboard. I'm not doing that.
With the see-through window so you can see the different patterns.
I'm not doing that shit. Sorry. I'm a little, when it comes to my undies, I'm a little bougie. I like,
Good for you.
I like cute undies.
Yeah.
No granny panties. I mean, you have your period panties, they call them, remember? The ones that look like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Meh. No, you know what I'm struggling with these days? And we'll get back to the underwear situation. First of all, the fact that you're calling them panties is making me want to hurl. I can There are some words that I cannot stand, and
I'm not
panties
a
is
big
one of
fan of
them.
panties. I usually just say undies.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go with undies.
Underwears.
Um,
Underwears.
underwear. So, but the northern region for the girls, the bras, I am fucking miserable because I think, I had told you that in the past like 2 years, year and a half, I've gained some LBs and they've gone to my boobs, which people would be like, oh, that when I was younger or 2 years ago, I had wished.
2 years ago,
I
you
had wished
had nothing?
no, I had some boobage, but I definitely, there was part of me that was like, oh, I wish I was a little bit more well endowed in the boob area. Not that I'm like huge, like, look at but I had to upsize all
You
my
can't swing them
bras,
over
and
your
then
shoulder?
can't swing them over. But then I wore a dress today. It's like a dress for work that had like the button down, and it's really beautiful color for spring. And it's just like that one button that goes over your boobs that looks like it's like
Struggling?
hanging on for dear life. Like, I'm gonna hold on as long as I can, girl, but I can't promise anything. And I'm like, what the? So I need to find, what is it, like a minimizer bra? Is that what they're called? That
Mm.
like squish the girls a little to make them a
No,
little
don't
like,
mean.
yeah, I am not hanging this dress up.
Oh, okay. I'll say, so you
Literally.
want to minimize so that you're not stretching out the button.
I want to
I
wear
get
this
it, but
dress
what I'm saying is like,
forever.
okay, I've always been medium
Mhm.
BC range. Even when I was
Mhm.
pregnant, I thought I was gonna get some real big milk jugs.
Yeah.
You know,
Duh.
I didn't get, I didn't change bras.
Oh, wow,
I've
okay.
only changed a little bit as far as the circumference because I'm a little bigger. So I have a couple of bras that I'm on that last hook, and that last hook's like, get the fuck out of here! What are you
Right,
doing?
hanging on for dear life.
What are you
Yeah.
doing,
I know.
lady?
Yep.
And a
Mhm.
couple times, I remember like
Mhm.
I had a V-neck on, and a few years back, I had to tie a kid's shoe in my school, and he's like, "I'm not looking," and I was like, "What?" And he was looking. He was looking at my girls, and I was like, "Hey, hey,
Well, I mean, like, if somebody's bending over in front of me, you can't help but look, and I'm as straight as they come, but
no!"
if
He
they're
said,
there,
"He's
you're
like, I'm
gonna
not
look.
looking." Meanwhile,
Mhm.
his eyeballs were like, "Bing." And I was like, "Hey, kid, look away,
Oh,
look
but
away."
are you the, as soon as you get home and walk through the door, that puppy's coming
No,
off, or because
no, I
oh,
have comfortable bras, so I don't really.
oh. Yeah, no, I want that
No, I
off.
know there's a lot
I
of women
want
that do the whole
off.
snap and pull through the sleeve and woo.
Oh,
I don't like them
100%.
moving around. I
Oh,
like them
no.
contained.
You like them contained.
So
Okay.
I
No, I am
so I
fully
feel like if
like,
when I don't have a bra on, that I feel like, and they
mhm,
don't really go much places. They're not that big, but I don't want them moving around.
wiggling and
Yeah, yeah.
jiggling.
I don't want my nipples to get hard. Like, no, thank you.
Well, it was funny the other day. I had on a t-shirt, and I went over across the street to the house, and was hanging out with the kids, and Riley's just like, "Oh God, Mom, could you just put a bra on?" And I'm like, "What? How do you even?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess you could tell." I'm like, "I don't want to. I don't want to put a bra on." Like, I used to be all about the actual underwire, to like kind of do what underwire would do, and then after a while, I'm like, "What am I doing? Well, I am wearing actual wire on the bottom of my boobs. I'm not doing it anymore." So I just get, the bras that have
Yeah.
like the supportive
I like sports bras
whatever.
too. I mean, I think about like,
Yeah.
I remember one time my grandmother, God rest her soul, was coming to visit, and the undergarments she wore were insane.
Yeah.
It was like a contraption. And she
Sure.
was stacked. She was like
Yeah.
barely 5 feet. I don't know. She probably had like E or F.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Ooh.
And then a little
Oh,
waist. And I remember my mom
right.
going, "Yeah, when you're older, you're going to have boobies like your grandmother." And I was like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I don't think so." But anyway, I remember her taking her bra off, and it was like this
Mhm.
mat, it looked like a parachute. It was so big. And then it had like the band was like this 2 inches
Thick.
thick. It looked
Yeah,
like
yeah,
two
yeah.
cone. It reminded me of Madonna. Remember Madonna when she had
Oh,
that
yes,
video? And
the cones. Yeah.
I was like, what kind of bra is it? And then not even that, her undergarments
Underwear.
with the stocking that she clipped to her leg, like the garter
Oh,
belt
grandma
thing
was
with
sexy.
the no, that it wasn't sexy. That
No,
shit
I
wasn't
thought the whole
sexy.
clip
And I
thing
think
was
about it, she was
sexy.
my age back then.
Yeah, but that was what was the thing.
Yeah, it was like a
To do the
garter
little
belt
clip with the
with her stockings
stocking.
that came up to the thigh, and then these
Right.
underwear that like came up to her neck. It was
Sure.
insane. And I'm like, this. I think
Sure.
about it now. She was my age at the time. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
the fuck? She wore a muumuu, and she had like these orthopedic shoes.
So she was like, oh shit, there goes my brain again. Nope, it's gone.
But you know what I'm saying? If you
Well,
look at women back then and like grandmothers back then and grandmothers now,
oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
looking
don't
at a
even think
picture
those
of
things
her and I
exist.
was like, how old is she here? And then I did the math and I was
Mm.
like, oh my God, she was in her like late 40s. And she
Right.
looked like
Well, I feel like
old.
back then also it was much more like a classy, with the hairstyles and the pearls and the makeup, and I don't know. I feel like it was just like had a totally different
No, and
retro
I get it. As soon as you
vibe.
turn to grandmother, like your hair was chopped out.
Yeah, you got to cut it all off,
Oh, are
and
you?
yeah,
Did you just have a grandbaby? Cut your
right.
hair.
Snip it all off.
Cut your hair. Here's your pearls. Here's your starter kit. Here's your pearls.
Yeah.
Here's your thick ass bra and your garter belt and your orthopedic shoes and your moo.
Oh
Here
my
you go,
god.
Nana.
Here you go,
Now
Nana.
you have
Yeah,
now
yeah.
you have grandmothers over here sporting bikini. I'm like, hey, I'm all
I,
for it.
sure. Why
If you
not?
could rock it, do it. And if you can't rock it and you just feel good about yourself, go
Yeah.
for it. But I just look at the I just look
100%.
at the
But like
ugh.
part of me wishes I was part of, but it's so funny, right? You get one thing and you wish you had the other, and then you have that, and like, I always, throughout my childhood, being a teenager, even into my 20s, I'm like, I want boobs. I want to feel womanly and have boobs. And now I'm like, I'd give anything to be part of like the itty bitty titty committee again, and just like go out and not wear a bra if I don't want to wear a bra. And then people are like, so don't wear a bra. I'm like, no, no one needs to see
Yeah,
that.
but don't you feel like when you walk around with no bra, don't you feel like they're like moving
Yeah.
around and
Yeah, but
pulling?
I feel like they need to be free,
I
Boogie.
want to
Like
break free.
exactly. Like 8 hours strapped up in that shit. No one needs that. They need to just let loose and bounce around if they need to. Like, I
Bounce
think
around.
about guys. Well, I don't know. Like, would a guy want to wear a freaking jock strap all day long? Right?
I'm just thinking about the smell alone. No thanks.
Like,
Get the out of here.
oh my god, stop it. Stop
Ooh.
it.
No thanks.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And then you got to worry about like how often do you wash your undergarment? I'm not talking about underwear. I'm talking
The
about
bras.
bras. The
Yeah.
bras. That's rough too, because it's very easy to just take it off. Okay, I put it back in the rotation, and then all of a sudden you're like, why is that itch? I'm kidding.
What's that smell? Oh, it's me. Great.
What is that? Like rotted. Oh, yep. That's the left
I
one.
just the left one,
I don't
stinkier.
know. I don't
I
know.
just remember
Yeah.
the pain my boobs felt when I was pregnant. I don't know about you, but
Oh,
it
yes.
hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even
Oh,
sleep.
yeah. No, they were
I couldn't even
awful.
like you couldn't even go graze them or go near
No,
them. They hurt so bad,
no.
right? Ah,
Yeah, like my ex, there would be times like, "Oh," and I'm like, "If you fucking touch me, I will
I would kill you. I
castrate
would kill
you.
you.
I will kill you." And then I remember getting to the point where, I was so pregnant that my organs were literally, you pushed up into your throat, and it was like I had a shelf for my boobies to just lay on because my stomach was just up in there, and it was just like,
Oh, okay.
this is kind of great. They could just sit and like chill on top of my stomach.
Oh my God, that's great.
Oh, the good
The
old
good
days
old
of
days.
heartburn and
I just know for my
not
daughter, I was very blobbish. I was very like, yeah,
blobbish.
I
Your
felt
booby?
like I felt like Jabba the Hutt. Like I was like, duh,
Oh,
duh, duh, duh,
yeah.
duh, duh, duh. Whereas with my son, my face didn't change. All I had was a
Oh,
bullet belly. So if you saw me from
oh,
behind, you
that's
didn't even know
nice.
I was pregnant. But once I turned, it was just
Right.
like a. And he kicked me one time in utero where he knocked the wind out of me. Yeah, I
Really?
was like, ugh.
Wow.
Whereas my daughter, I was like, no, baby. I was like, and they say,
Seymour.
oh, your daughters steal your beauty and your
Oh,
sons don't.
yeah.
I kind of have to
Yeah.
believe that because my skin was glowing, my hair. I was like, I felt like, walking
Bitch.
around with like a fan so that my hair would just
Yeah.
blow in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas my daughter,
Oh,
with my
yeah.
daughter, I was like, hide me, hide me.
Hide me. I'm hideous. The beginning of my pregnancy with my daughter, well, I was only pregnant once, but um, I'll admit, I look cute as a little pregnant girl. Like it was just a little belly, and I had my little skinny body, and my face didn't change. And then shit got real. And towards the end, it was like, and everything blew up. And I was just like big old pancake pumpkin head. Like, and I remember my friend Kristen, you did this if you listen. She came to the house after we brought Riley home, like, I don't know, a couple of days later. And she's looking at me and she's like, so when does this go away? Pointing at my belly. And I'm like, what do you think? Because I pushed a human out. All of a sudden, my stomach goes back to being flat. Although I will say, I was a little shocked too that it didn't do. I was under the
Oh,
impression
no.
that you push a human out and your belly go. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I did you wear the minimizer, like that thing that like that wrap around
Yeah.
your belly? That was
Yeah, that helped a
fantastic.
lot. That and
Oh,
like ice on the cooch.
oh, the pooch spray.
Oh, I didn't have a cooch spray. I just had a bag
Oh,
of ice, and woman's like, "You're gonna
I had
thank
the
me," and
ice.
stuck that. I go,
Mhm.
"Why do I have?" Oh,
Oh, yep,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, it was great. I think it was my sister that came up and she's like, "You're gonna need this," and it was a spray. It was a numbing spray for your JJ, and it was great because I remember having to go
What's it
like to the
called? Numb
bathroom.
the
I don't
vajayjay?
remember. Maybe
Vajanum?
I don't even the JJ. What are you saying? But yeah, I remember like having to go to the bathroom like to pee, and it was brutal. It
Yeah.
burned so badly.
I
Oh
remember
my
the
god,
nurse
our
being like,
male
"You want me to go in
listeners,
there
I'm
with you?" And I'm
sorry.
like, "No." And then I go sit down. I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, help
Oh,
me,
why? Why
please.
does it hurt so bad?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and then this is taking a real turn. Do you remember your first BM? Oh, was that brutal?
Yes.
It was.
Rocks.
And
It was
I
rocks.
remember well, no, what happened, and the doctor had said, make sure you take like this laxative or whatever the hell it was because you're going to be constipated. I'm like, yeah, yeah, whatever. Holy, I would have paid anybody any amount of money to be in the bathroom with me to just help me, like extract what was happening from my body that wouldn't release. It was the worst. It was truly excruciating. It was awful. It was awful.
And yet we only have one day, Mother's Day. Fuck you guys, man. Fuck. I think about all that shit and I'm like, I get one day. Oh, you get your birthday too. Yeah, fuck you. Everyone gets a birthday. Like, what the hell?
I want a monthly celebration for my
Just leave me
existence.
alone once a week and we'll be good.
That's it. Yeah.
It's like as soon as I walk through the door, Mom, what's for dinner?
Oh
Leave
my
me the
god.
hell alone, man.
I was at work today and I was on a meeting using Teams, which is like Zoom
Yeah.
for anyone that doesn't know. And one of my participants, I stupidly took this meeting in the middle of our day hab, our center. And, we have adults that have all different developmental disabilities going on. And one of my participants came over and it was as if he was one of my children and I was on the phone. It was like as soon as the meeting started, he's tapping me. He's tapping my head, putting his face into the monitor, took my ear and started shaking it. And the woman I'm on the phone on the meeting with, she's cracking up. I'm like, You have never, since I've known you, ever touched my ear, and now you are fully shaking it. What is happening? But yeah, I
As
was
you're
like in
trying to,
mom mode.
keep a straight face and continue.
Exactly, exactly.
The
But
best is I
oh
had
my
a Zoom
god,
call, and my cat literally had put his freaking asshole on the screen. I was like, and so yes, and and all of a sudden you see my cat just walk by, and his ass was like, like the little circly asshole of the cat was right there, and then he just continued to walk on, and I was like, oh, that's Seamus.
it brings
As
it
I was
to such
saying,
another level, though. It brings it to such another level to say like my cat's ass to like my cat's asshole, and you're like, oh, it paints a
oh no,
whole
yeah,
different
it was
picture.
the asshole, and I was like,
It was the
this cat's an asshole. Like I was just like, and
Mm. And there's Seamus's
and the guy's like,
rectum.
oh, that's a cute cat. I'm thinking to myself, what? Oh, that was
That's
great. That was
amazing.
great.
That is amazing. I love it. Um, Getting back to though the undergarment conversation,
Yes.
do you? I mean, not really the same with bathing suits, but what are we doing with bathing suits this year? Like, where are you at with that?
I think I'm just gonna wear like a paper bag with a string,
Shut up.
a
Just
plastic
the
bag. I'm a
string.
tankini type of gal
Yeah.
nowadays.
Sure.
I
Sure.
mean,
Sure. Sure. Sure.
some of the full bathing suits are nice and
Yeah.
all, but I just feel like getting in and out of them is like an
Mhm.
Olympic sport.
Especially when they get wet,
Yeah.
like if you've been in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, oh, pull it to the side when you have to.
That's what I
And
do.
yeah, that's all
It's
well and good. But when you
ugh,
have to take it off and it's still damp, or you're even just trying to
yeah.
get it on, and some of them are supposed to suck you in, and you
Mhm.
got one arm in, and you're like, eh. It
Yep.
just drives me nuts. So I'm more of a tankini type of girl.
That's smart.
I rather a more flowier top
Mhm.
than one that shows off my mid section.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
also like
mid.
wearing swim shorts in
Mhm.
case I miss a hair.
In case I miss a hair down there. God.
Because I'm not, waxing. I don't know about you, but waxing in that
Mm-mm.
region has not been
Mm-mm.
really a good deal for me.
I attempted, well, I didn't want to say attempted. I went through with getting my legs waxed last year. I thought she was literally ripping off layers of skin. Actually, my legs looked as if she
They were
was
red.
afterwards. They were so red. And my one of my friends swears by it. She's like, I've never shaved my legs. I've only ever waxed them. It's amazing. It's like, bitch, this will never happen again. The only thing I would even get waxed now is like underneath my eyebrows. That's it.
Yeah,
Because my
I don't
everything
even
looks
do I don't
so
even do my
textured.
eyebrows anymore. I just pluck them myself
Yeah,
because
we've discussed you and your perfect eyebrows.
last
So
time I
yeah.
had someone wax them, I ended up with a
Mhm.
massive pimple and
Oh,
ingrown hair, so that was terrible.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
even waxing down there is just
Oh,
so in case I
no.
miss
Yeah, the shorts
swim
are a good
shorts
good
and a
way to
cute
go.
top, cute tankini top,
Mhm.
it is what it is.
It
I
is.
mean, I'm
And
half the
I'm
time I'm going there and I'm like watching my kids, making sure they're not getting sucked up by a wave or a shark or a dolphin fin.
mhm, mhm. A
And I'm
dolphin.
trying to like,
Oh my goodness.
relax while I'm like, you're out too far. Get your ass back in you. I'm not saving you.
It is so different, and I don't know if you've been able to do this at all. Like last year, there were definitely a few days where I knew the kids were going to sleep in. I was off from work, and I would just get up early and go to the beach by myself. And it was amazing to just take a book and a chair
Oh, I've done
and
that.
coffee in the
Yeah, I've
water.
done that.
And that was it. And then I watch as like other moms are coming onto the beach with their kids and the wagon and the toys and all the
And all
things. And
that
I'm like,
crap. And then yelling at their kids, get over here while they spray suntan lotion all over them. And the
yep,
kids are
yep,
kicking sand on the blanket that she just laid out. Oh yeah,
yep.
I've had a couple of days off where the kids didn't, and I've
Mm-hmm.
gone to the
Oh, it's
beach
so great.
and
So great.
took my little Kindle. I had my drink, like a little snacky snack.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I brought my little, my little speaker thingy,
Yeah.
And I
It's
just,
just so
and the waves are
fantastic.
crashing, and I'm just rolling, put on my
You
suntan
know?
lotion. I'm not worried about.
You could close your eyes if you wanted to without worrying about human life.
Yes,
You just
yes.
check out.
I remember that wagon. That wagon was like 50 pounds. And
Yeah.
then the crazy thing about it was that my kids didn't hold shit. I would be like, can't you at least hold your towel or
Right.
your little bucket
Like, you have the
or your little.
wagon. Let me just put
They would throw
everything.
everything in the wagon, and you'd see me
Yeah.
like, dragging
Mhm.
it across the sand. And then I remember the one time my son had the nerve to tap his little sandals and go like this, here, mom. And I was like, I will shove those sandals up your ass, kid. You better hold that. Are you kidding me? And then I set
Oh
everything all up
god.
nicely, and I don't even get a chance. All I hear is, what snacks did you bring? And I'm
Mhm.
like, go in the
Mhm.
ocean before I fucking throw you in the ocean. God damn it. And stop kicking sand on the blanket.
Oh god, yeah.
I
No,
mean, we're gonna
it's
miss this stuff,
wonderful,
aren't
but
we?
I
Yeah.
know. No, we are. We are. I'm telling you, I've been, not that I get emotional or
Ah!
anything. Ah! But I know, but I've been really getting emotional with the whole, like, her transitioning from middle school to high school and the dance and my son, like, moving up to 5th grade. I'm like, what is happening? And I just feel like everything's going way too quickly, and then before you know it, we're going to be getting our nanny starter kits,
Here's your
and I'm
pearls.
like, here's your
Here's your
pearls.
pearls. Here's your granny
Uh-huh.
panties. Even though you don't like that word. Here's
Ugh.
your granny
Well, you know
undies.
what, when you say granny panties, it doesn't sound as, like, disturbing as
I mean, do you
panties.
have a
Ooh.
word beside panties that you don't like? Like people say they don't like the word moist.
I'm one of those
You don't like
people.
moist?
I don't like, there's something about the oi. I don't
Oi! Moist!
oi,
Moisture!
moist. Yeah, no, I have, like, certain auditory things that make me want to punch people in the face. I think we may have discussed it, but, like, the mouth noises, there's certain things that my kids know will push me over the edge, and they do it, and I'm like, stop it right now. But a lot of, like, mouth noises, I can't. I used to sit across the table from my ex, like, this poor man, and I don't know if I have mentioned this before, but he could be eating a strawberry, and I swear to you, I could hear the crunching of the little seeds on the strawberry, and I would look at him and I'd be like, if you don't stop, I'm
So you don't want the
and
man
he's
to
like, I'm
eat?
oh my, and I felt so badly because after a while you could see that it was breaking him down, and he would sit there and try to eat like he was a kept man, like I was keeping him from the world, and he would, like,
You had him in the
really try to
basement chained
chew.
up to the radiator,
Yeah,
and he's like,
and he would try to chew slowly and, like, with his mouth closed, and I'm like, I can still hear it, please go away.
really?
Oh yeah, no,
I
yeah,
don't
I have
like people who chew
issues.
with their mouth open. That's like a big thing.
Mm,
But I'm not.
no, yeah,
There's not a word that I'm like. Ugh. I mean, I don't like the
oh,
see you next Tuesday word.
no, because I just think that's
You
offensive, but
know.
the sound of it doesn't bother me, but
Um.
the sound of
But
panties.
there's certain group like a lot of English people use that word. See you next Tuesday.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Hmm.
So I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna call it to somebody, make sure it's warranted, I guess. But I mean, there's nothing that really like, oh my god, oh, I hate that. You know.
No. Hmm. I'm sure there are other words. I can't really think of them at the moment, but yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
only word I don't
I
like
just
being called is lazy. Someone said
Oh,
that once, and it really pissed me off. I'm like, I've been
they
busting.
called you
I was like,
lazy?
I've been busting my ass since I was a teenager, and on my own, I
Right.
said, never fucking call me lazy. I
Ooh.
don't like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. I'm going to bring it all the way around. Are you wearing your bra and your underwear right now?
I'm, I'm not wearing a thong, you little pervert. I am. I'm wearing my new t-shirt bra.
Oh, Vicky's?
Yes.
Are you just a Victoria's Secret girl and bringing it right back around to the beginning?
I'm
Or are you
I'm
just
I'm
a
pretty loyal
Victoria?
to her in pink. Yeah. And the,
Yeah, I
and the
don't
no show
know.
undies, they're comfortable.
Mhm. Yeah. I
You
don't
know?
know. I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing
No
for you.
plastic wrapped undies for me.
Fruit of the
I'm a
loom.
little
What's wrong with
I'm
fruit
a
of the
little bougie when it comes to my undies. I've had to
No.
buy those because I've been in situations where, you
Mhm.
run out and you got to go to Walmart
Sure.
and do what you
Yeah.
got to do.
No, I think they're the equivalent of buying the furniture that you have to put together yourself. And then
You're
you
the
realize
IKEA of underwear.
right, right. And then you realize, "Oh, wait, I'm an adult. I shouldn't have to be putting my
These are my
furniture
Raymore
together
and
anymore."
Flanagan underwear.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I think
This is
that's
my
great. I
Bob's
mean,
bra. No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
Bob's discount booby holder. I definitely got to a point, I think, when I was married where I was just like, I just want to be comfortable. And now that, oh, this is going to sound weird. It's funny how I try to
It's
sometimes
gonna
edit
sound
myself
weird, but
as
I know where you're going with this.
I
Trying to
know,
get
I know.
sexy
And I was
under. You're
trying to
trying to do the sexy underwear thing now again.
well, I was trying to edit myself
Uh-huh.
as I'm speaking, and I'm like, wait, maybe whatever.
I'm
I
sorry,
Mike, if you
but
hear this,
I've been married almost over 19 years, and
and you still wear this,
I still want to wear cute
sexy
underwear,
stuff.
whether or not my husband
I
notices or
love
not.
that. Right, it's for
Yeah,
you. No, but I do find myself sort of like, I'll be like, "Oh, that's cute and fun," and maybe not functional, but who cares?
I have
It's
the
fun.
non-functional stuff, and they're
Sure.
itchy.
On that note, are they itchy because you didn't wash them enough,
Come
or
on, the lacy stuff where
I
you're trying to be
oh, I
sexy, and
know
next
the
thing you know, you're
lacy
just
stuff.
scratching your crotch. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, what was I thinking?
that's a pretty aggressive scratch. If I ever saw somebody, a woman in public, I'd
Trying to be sexy.
be
Hey, baby, you like my
like,
oh.
you're like, you need to go see a gynecologist. Go get that checked.
Go get your shit checked, girl. Oh, that was
Oh,
fun.
that was fun. That was good. That was good. I definitely I'm in the market for some new undergarments. So you've motivated me to get some new
So
ones.
get a new pack of Fruit of the Loom. Oh,
So maybe I won't get the ones that say Monday,
I
Tuesday.
remember those. I used to have those when I was young.
I still love those. And then I would be so like, but I need to wear the ones that say
On
Friday
Friday, yeah.
on Friday, not Wednesday. 'Cause that's just insane.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, all right, my dear. On that note, this has been real fun, real personal. And for any of our male listeners, I apologize for this one because we got some raw details in there. So
Okay,
enjoy.
enjoy it. All right, be good to your
Keep it
mom and
real. Rock on.
rock on. All right, bye.
Till next time. Bye.